Greeting YouTube. This is a quick message for those in the RPG community that may be looking for some maps. There's a guy I follow on Instagram, Dyson Delves, and he draws maps. That's what he does. And his maps are mostly aimed at the OSR community, though they're maps. But some of his products are actually descriptions of the maps themselves. Some are just individual files. Some are designed to be put onto index cards, if you lay it out your own maps kind of thing. Um, but he has a couple of products, which are two of them. There's Dyson's Dungeon Delves 1 and 2, I believe is what they're called. And they are full-on descriptions of a dungeon with each room described, and it's got little blurbs for what's in the room and the encounters you have in that room. And they're all done in the OSR style. But I mean, let's face it, an orc's an orc. A monster is a monster. You can easily transfer that kind of thing from any system to another, and a good GM could probably just do that on the fly. They're not even going to have to take many changes when it comes to making their own notes at all. They're just going to look what's there, and they can come up with something they need on the spot. So you could use this with any system whatsoever. It's just that having the OSR stats for some of these things doesn't make it easier for references of power levels and stuff like that. The Bundle of Holding, which is a wonderful site that sells bundles of products, is having a deal right now on these maps. And I just paid 24 bucks to get the entire package, which is the basic, which was $9.95, or you can up to it to go over 22 bucks or to over $23, something like that. I gave him 24. And that got me 1.75 gigs of maps, more than 500 images and PDFs. Now, some of these are actual PDFs. I put all the PDFs here on my phone. So some of those are just files of maps. Some of them, again, are files of maps with verbal descriptions and nothing on the maps themselves. And then those two files I mentioned, which are full on adventures. That's like 300 pages of adventures handed to you for a very little amount of money. There's also quite a few images in there which are just like symbols for doing your own maps, like you want a funky north symbol or something like that for your maps, so you can create your own. And he does allow you to use these for commercial products of your own within certain limitations, which are described in the material that you would get if you buy this package. So there are limitations, like he doesn't want you using it for like Fatal. You can't create an adventure for Fatal, for example, using his images. That's an absolute no-no. Any of you out there don't know what Fatal is, count yourself lucky. Do not research what the Fatal RPG is. You will thank me for that advice. Um, so yeah, it's time dependent. Hold on a second and tell you how much longer this particular sale is going on for 11 more days. So I'm going to give you a link down below. Go check it out. Get yourself this deal if you want a lot of maps. And there are so many maps in here. You could use these maps for so long. And remember, the nice thing about maps is even if someone has the inkling of having used this map themselves, you take the map and you go, boop, turn it up 180 degrees, and I guarantee you that'll screw players up enough to not realize that you're using the same map you used, 6 or 7 adventures ago. Yeah, play. Sometimes players aren't that deep. this this can work for you. Take my word for it. So yeah, I'm going to give a link. Go check it out. And of course, you can also check out the rest of the deals on Bundle of Holding. I think the last one I got before this was a, shoot. It's a science fiction game whose name is escaping me at the moment. Stars Without Number. That's what it is. I guess Stars Without Number. The last bundle I got from them. Even though there is I realize some problematic issues about that particular system in its own rights, but that's neither here nor there. The page itself, Bundle Folding, is very handy and has a chance for you to get all kinds of stuff at a very small price, which is all DRM-free files that you can use for yourself. And again, I just put down like 700 megabytes of files on maps onto my phone, which is super handy if I ever need a map on the fly, or I just want to look at a map to get an inspiration for something, for an idea. Because sometimes just looking at an image can can spark something. That's sometimes all you need. Okay, folks, so go check this out. I think that it's well worth your time. Even if you get the basic deal for 10 bucks, I still think you're going to be able to get a lot of traction out of this. And if you want to do the full bundle, which is what I did, also I think it's well worth your time.